looks like Mars. Some people say it's one of the best day hikes in the world. Here we are on the way to the Tongariro Alpine Crossing. Spend the night in a Whakaata village. Departing on a shuttle right now. It's about 15-minute drive to the trailhead. It's a beautiful sunny day. So yesterday we tossed a coin whether we're going on Monday or Wednesday, because Wednesday is going to be probably even better weather. But they only give you weather forecast for 2 days. Tongariro is the realm of the people of Tongariro. So he's a high chief, the people of Tongariro. So the day has finally arrived that we're gonna do the Tongariro Alpine Crossing, 20-kilometer day hike that will take us the whole day. So this is the most exciting for me, most exciting day in New Zealand. I sort of planned the entire itinerary around this one. So we end up in this part of New Zealand when it gets a little bit warmer. It's actually getting warmer as we arrived to the village. The temperature is rising, so Thursday is going to be the warmest day here, so we're going to stay here for at least 3-4 nights. The trail is about 20 kilometers. It's about 860 meters of elevation, so it's going to be lots of climbing, lots of descending. We booked the shuttles in the morning. The shuttle is about $60. They drop you off at the trailhead. So I had a little chat with a bus driver on the way to the drop-off point, and he said usually there's about 2,500, 3,000 walkers doing this track in a peak season. Today is going to be pretty much 10 times less. It's a 3rd of November, it's the beginning of November. We met some people before they done the crossing, which they showed us some pictures, so there's gonna be some snow around the red crater. So there's lots of beautiful volcanoes that we're gonna see along the way. There's lots of beautiful lakes, emerald lakes. The first section is apparently the toughest. You can see the beautiful views for the Mount Doom opening up. It's a bit sunny, the sun is still like sort of in our eyes. Beautiful valley stretching all around us. So we are currently here. Next stop will be Soda Springs, 1400 meters. Highest point, red crater, 1868. So there were some layers that were taken off.
All of the layers.
Yeah, we took so much thermals and stuff. It was like literally zero wind, and it's super sunny. So we've got Australian weather in New Zealand in the beginning of November. But that's what it is. We always bring the good weather wherever we go, and that is the case for the Tongariro National Park. We're just walking underneath the Mount Doom, and we got another volcano there, Mount Tongariro, right in front of us, getting bigger and bigger. The trail is still relatively flat. There's some scattered boardwalks, but the ascent is going to start soon, as you've seen it on the map that I showed you. Towards the Soda Springs is gonna start getting steeper. We've got a bit of a geology lessons in front of the Mount Doom. We got the rocks called AA. So here we are at the Soda Springs. From the Soda Springs, as you can see, the trail starts ascending up. There's a little pit stop for the toilet, I think, just right there. So after the quick detour to the Soda Springs, there's a couple of toilets. There are 4 toilets before the ascent, so you can have a break over there. Doesn't wanna. We have a fantastic visibility, and on the horizon, as you can see, maybe you cannot see because it's very small. You can see the silhouette of Taranaki, another massive volcano, one of the toughest to climb in New Zealand. It's probably the toughest one actually. So this will be our last stop on our trip. We're gonna do some little hikes. We're obviously not gonna go to the top of it. We're gonna do some small hikes around it. But right now the mission is the Red Crater. Final look of the valley here. We're going up and up. That was the Devil's Staircase that we just went through. So the trail so far, it's like pretty easy, very well built. Devil's Staircase. It's just a normal staircase. Not sure why they named it Devil's Staircase. So we're just having a break here. As you can see, 1973 to 1977 eruption. You can see how it looked like in the picture here. So this is last time when this volcano erupted. As you can see, guys, they're trying to stop us. They won't succeed. We're definitely going to the top. Here's
More steps.
looks similar to our bus driver. Next section will be ascent towards the Red Crater. So we're gonna have lunch probably at the top, or maybe right before the top.
Noodles!
Our noodles, which we didn't have a spoon. We're gonna eat the noodles with our hiking sticks. We had some lunch break at the bottom. We decided to eat right now, just to get rid of some of the weight on the way up. I think that was a good plan because this section here is much steeper than what we walked before on the stairs. Still beautiful views. The wind has picked up a little bit, but it's just a gentle breeze. A little bit slippery, a little bit steep, but we've done much steeper and much more. Maybe spoke too soon. Struggle is real down here. Come on. No more fuel in tank, I guess. It's towards the end. Towards the end of our trip. Gaidali's got stuck in a mud. Her wheels were spinning. I think this is called Mordor, right here in front of us. I think that's where they film Lord of the Rings, one of the locations. But it's so sunny and so pretty looking today, it doesn't feel anything like Mordor. Feels like a paradise, rocky paradise. Taranaki is already covered in clouds. Not too far from the Red Crater summit. The trails got even a little bit steeper now. It's very loose, it's very dry, but the views are spectacular. summit is just right there, right in front of us. We're gonna take a little break, enjoy the views from this side here again, and then we're gonna start heading up to the top. Almost right at the top of Red Crater, and it's absolutely zero wind. Wow.
It's really red.
It's in the color of Guide Alice's jacket. That is nuts. Look at Mars. Looks like Mars. Some people say it's one of the best day hikes in the world. So far it definitely delivers, especially on a day like this when we get zero wind. Summit number 4 or 5?
Smoky.
Lake, Emerald Lakes.
I can see the blue lakes on the other side. So blue.
We're leaving this beautiful Red Crater summit, overlooking the Emerald Lakes and the Blue Lake. The view is absolutely spectacular. So now there's a steep descent. You can see Guide Alice already down there, down this scree. I could stay here for another hour or two, but we're already really behind the schedule, as always. How can you not be on that type of day? Making a good progress, getting closer to the Emerald Lakes. So the way to descend this type of scree is to go the hill first. You can extend your hiking sticks a bit.
Oh, we meet again.
These are the sacred lakes. When you get on a shuttle, they advise you not to touch the water, not to go inside the water, and also you can sort of smell that similar sulfur kind of smell that we had in Rotorua. So from here, another 3 hours to the Carpark. We're sort of halfway through. It's 11 kilometers left. So we descended down from the Red Crater summit all the way down to the lakes. Now, as I can see, there's a big flat section, and there's going to be another small little ascent towards the Blue Lake. And after the Blue Lake, the entire trail will be going down. So should be nice and cruisy. This was definitely the most scenic part of the trail. This is the real highlight. This is a massive lake, as you can see. So this was definitely the most scenic part of the trail. If you don't have the time to do with the full crossing, you can get maybe to the summit and back. That also could be a good idea. But the only problem is there's a 4-hour limit on the car park at the trailhead. So if someone will have to drop you off and pick you up, maybe from Whakaata village. So you can also do that. Here's a final look at the Blue Lake.
Goodbye, Blue Lake.
Now I think the descent begins. Here's a final look at the Mount Doom and a red crater right behind us. So we're coming into the section where they have those steps. I think they're trying to build something. There might be a toilet here or something in the future. I'm not sure what that is. It looks a bit random. If someone in the comments can tell me the purpose of those things, I'll be very grateful. So we're descending down from the Blue Lake. Right in front of us we've got a couple of lakes, one smaller, and right behind it we've got the Lake Taupo, which is the largest lake in New Zealand. So as you sort of come down, it almost looks like you are at the coastline. This lake is so big that looks like that's the ocean. It just stretches all the way back. You can even see some volcanoes in the back. That could be a Mount Tongariro in the background there. So it's a beautiful view on a descent as well here. This is the site just right below us. So you can see where the toilets are. Apparently there used to be a hut there, but when the upper Maari erupted in 2012, there was some debris falling into the hut, destroyed the hut completely. So right now, in the place of the hut, there are toilets. This is where we overheard from the local guide who was just guiding a couple of people. They're just walking down here actually. So he's a pretty good guide. We've seen some other guides along the trail. They were not as good as this one. This one's telling a pretty good stories about geology, some local legends, some local stories. So we had a bit of a break. Now is the final descent. 6.6 kilometers left back to the end of the trail, back to the road. So the legs feeling a little bit tired, but it's not too bad. The trail is pretty easy going on the descent. There's not many steps, there's just a little bit of steps right now. There was like a long zigzag way, but we're gonna drop from about 1400 meters to about 700, so still is gonna be about 500-600 meter drop. So the smoke that you've seen when we're walking along this trail is from Ketetahi Hot Springs. There's a trail to get there, but there's a sign saying this is the private area and the access is strictly prohibited, so we're not going to go there. And you've seen the creek has a bit of a sort of a grayish color. So this is the water that's coming down from the hot spring. They're asking us how's our progress. We are here. Next toilet at the car park. Final stage. So we're just walking through the beautiful forest. It's the final section. As you can see, they put these blue markers, 17 kilometers. That tells you how much you walked, because I mean there's one girl actually we just met but she thought she went the wrong way. First time she noticed it, she said she thought there's a 16 kilometer left, and then she turned around. So basically the blue markers tell you how much you walked. 18k, there was a sign with the 18 kilometers. We walk into this beautiful forest, but it's really hard to appreciate because we are a little bit tired after the whole day. Our feet are burning. There's been a fair amount of steps in the final section through this forest. We made it. We made it, guys. We made it. End of the Tongariro Alpine Crossing. Now you get to the Carpark. It's not the end yet. So we made it to the end of the trail. So from the trail end is basically you have to walk still another 1 kilometer back to the where you parked. As always, been taking too many breaks. Car park is almost empty. There's no one on the road. 6:15 at the moment. So it's a beautiful trail. We're very tired. As you can see, we're one of the last ones. Our Whakaata is waiting here. But it's not that we were so slow, but we just basically, as always, took too many photos, too many videos, and then that's how it ended up being so long. So we're heading back for dinner right now, back to the Whakaata village. We're gonna spend there a few more nights. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new here, and we'll see you on the next adventure in New Zealand.